Thank you. Appreciate it. Asshole. Yo, it's your boy Bjorn from BRUVS. Welcome back to BRUVS Reacts. And I'm the only BRUV here, so it's BRUVS Reacts, not BRUVS Reacts. We're about to watch Why 50 Cent Hates His Son. Why does 50 Cent hate his son? It's the same reason why I love my girl. I don't know what that means.
What?
I was trying to be like, you try to like say something cool and it just don't make sense. That was one of those moments.
You have a lot of those, bro.
Yeah. I think that's just who I am as a person. I just sometimes say that don't make no sense, but I just say it because
you just want to hear yourself talk.
I just want to hear myself talk. Maybe you have the remedy to remedy me, baby. Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Israel, a climate of...
Anyways, yeah. Tap in until you're tapped out. That shit sounds so paused, bro.
50 Cent and his son Marquise have had a very public beef for the past few years. He went as far as saying he wouldn't have a bad day if his own child got hit by a bus. 50 posted this bold comment under a photo of Marquise and Kyle McGriff. But when you learn who Kyle is, you might not be surprised about 50's reaction. Kyle McGriff is the son of the infamous kingpin Kenneth Supreme McGriff, who is currently serving a life sentence in federal prison for a long...
Yo, isn't Supreme the one that sent the guy to shoot 50 Cent 9 times? I think that's him.
Of crimes. One of those being the attack on 50 Cent, which led him to being shot 9 times.
See?
So when 50 sees a photo of his son with the son of the man that tried to take his life away, he felt no remorse. Posting up with McGriff in that photo was a huge sign of disrespect from Marquise.
That's crazy.
Still, most people saw
your
50's
son taking a picture with the son of the man that put a hit out on you is the most craziest interaction I've ever seen. And if my son does that, he might have to get boom. Do you feel what I'm trying to say?
As disrespectful and unimaginable, something they would never say to their own kid, no matter what. He took to Twitter to respond. I have zero ill will towards anyone living on this earth. The people Shaniqua's son looks up to and associates with is a reflection of the negative energy he embraces towards me. I paid his mother $1,360,000 in support to afford him opportunities I never had. Most people look at this and think, well, $1.3 million is plenty. I could make that work. However, his ex, Shaniqua Tompkins, sued him for $50 million, but not for child support.
Let me tell you something. Matter of fact, hold on.
For allegedly burning down their house in May of 2008. He tried to kill me and his own child, said Shaniqua Tompkins, who miraculously survived the suspicious 4 a.m. blaze, which leveled the $2.4 million mansion in Tony Dix Hills, where she lives with the rapper's 10-year-old son Marquise and 4 relatives. She goes on to say that 50 threatened me on Monday that he was going to have someone visit me. Even the local fire chief, Larry Feld, knew something about the situation was weird when he said the fire was definitely suspicious because of the volume of the fire and how fast it spread. Now, this is an extreme accusation.
I never heard this one. I never know. He tried to, allegedly. Can't speak, bro.
That 50 would burn his own house down just so his ex couldn't.
But you ever like, why do you think his voices always sound like that? It always sounds so like monotone. Like 50 Cent's voice is trying to do this to his family. Why would he do this to his family? Oh my goodness! Like, shut up. That's not your regular voice. It works though. It works. It makes it sound creepy. It does. It does.
The lawsuit never went to trial, and we got to hear 50's side of the story months later. The courts told her she had to leave, 50 said. It's kind of more like, if I can't have you, you can't have it. So you figure she lit it up? The interviewer asked. Well, I don't want to say that. Don't try to make me say something I don't want to say, 50 Cent replied. But the circumstances to it might seem that way. 50 says his ex burned the house down. Shaniqua said that he did it. The mystery looms still to this day. But 5 years later, we would get a glimpse of how bad 50's temper actually is when a series of shocking text messages with his son were released. Hey, I'm outside the house at the front door. I came to the front door. The lights went off. You lying? You outside? You fronting? I saw you looking out the window. Good luck in life. You're gonna need it. LOL, you frontin' hard body now. How you going to see me when I'm in the basement?
I never understood why people be like text certain things. Like, why do you text certain things? It's like if I got beef with somebody, if I got a problem with somebody, or anything, why would I text you what I'm gonna do to you so you could somehow screenshot it? You know you could call somebody, right? Even at that, like, there's just certain things you just don't say to somebody unless you say it to their face, bro. Like, why it's like certain things, like, where you go, like, you don't think, like, oh, I get exposed. Like, it's like, when like rappers cheat, like, bro, like, why would you DM the girl? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, why DM the girl? It does, because she's gonna screenshot it. Like, do y'all not think before y'all do? Or y'all just be doing because y'all be horny or something? Or because you hate somebody, you got beef with them, so I'm gonna just text them how I feel. You know that can get screenshotted using court? You know you can say it to your girl, you get left. Like, you want y'all think before y'all do? Or just don't do it. Either think before you do or just don't do. I don't get it.
Oh, Q. You are your mother's child. LOL, why would you lie about that? I need a blood test, cause that dick-sucking bitch you call mom was fucking the whole time. It's cool, I will never go out my way again. You disrespectful little motherfucker. LOL, you never do. I don't know not father that doesn't even call their son for his birthday, or get him a gift for his B-day or for Christmas. You are your mother's child. I don't have a son anymore.
Damn.
To no surprise, people were mortified at these messages, confused how a father could speak like that to his 16-year-old son. How did it get this bad? It seems like 50 went out of his way to go visit Marquise, then Marquise didn't come to the door for some reason. Seems like an odd situation, and possibly an overreaction, but we never got any more details from it. However, Shaniqua went to the press a year later and said that 50 hasn't seen his teenage son in 2 years. 50 also didn't go to Marquise's high school graduation in May of 2014. Apparently, he wouldn't even call on his birthdays. This became a reoccurring theme, where Shaniqua would go to the press and publicly air out their relationship issues. 50 claims she is crazy, bitter, and entitled to money and fame just because they have a kid together. But the caveat to all of this is that 50 was contributing money to her and Marquise.
I'm not lying, but I saw pictures. Oh, no, but that's when he was younger. I saw pictures of 50 sending his son when he was younger, though. When he was like 10 and 10 younger. He had pictures with his son. I can't lie, he was with him. So I don't know when this happened, this disconnect happened of where it's like, was it the money? I think it probably was the money. Because sometimes I feel like people do be too entitled, bro. Like, and they be like, act like they need more help than they actually need because of the type of person you are. Oh, because you're this, so I'm asking for this. Because you're this, I'm asking for this. If I was this, would you ask for that? You wouldn't. So make it make sense. What do you need? Don't say not rich because I am. Just tell me, what do you need for real? Just be coming to you capping, I need this. You don't need that. You just want that, but you don't need it. What do you need? I'm giving you what you need, not what you want. Oh, I need $1.3 million to raise my 2-year-old. Why? He's 2! You need $100 a week. What are you talking about?
Dollars in child support, an insane amount of money, which ended up being around $6,700 per month. But Marquise says it wasn't enough.
It's $6,700 a month.
Okay.
That's not in my eye. It's not a lot of money. I've seen a lot of money. That's not a lot of money.
Now, New York City is the most expensive city in the world, so let's do some quick math. In New York City, a child is entitled to be supported by their parents until the age of 20.
New York City is the most expensive city in the United States. Baby, we have to leave. We have to go to Africa. What? Why am I? But I don't live in the city, so I can't relate. I'm trying.
50 and his ex split up in 2008. Marquise turned 21 in 2019, so 50 would legally have to pay support for 11 years. 50 said it was $1,360,000, so that would actually be $10,303 per month. But Marquise said it was just $6,700, which is a huge difference. Kind of weird, I don't understand the discrepancy, but let's just go with $6,700. The average cost of rent in New York City in 2009 was $2,400, and in 2019 was $3,200. Let's just call it $3,000 rent for a 2-bedroom apartment. For cost of living, we can go $300 for utilities, $150 for internet, $750 for car payment and insurance. You can also just ride the subway, that's $129.
First of all, no internet costs $150. That's cap.
Month for an unlimited Metro card, $1,000 for food, I don't know, $700 for clothes.
$1,000 for food a month is crazy. $1,000 for food a month? What's that for? I'm a grown ass man, and I don't eat $1,000 for food a month. $1,000 of food, bro? What are you eating? Steak every day? Cap.
$6,000, and as you can see, I overestimated on all these expenses, and $6,700 is still enough money. And that's not even
he's saying he did it on purpose. Okay, I was just saying.
Another potential $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 per month that Marquise's mother could be contributing.
That's what I'm saying. If his mom is, if you got a mom, you get $600-$700 a month for your dad. You got a mom. Your mom should be doing something, have a job or something. So she should be having at least another $2,000, $3,000 on top of that. So you already got almost $9,000 to $10,000 a month coming every month. So what are you complaining about, big dog? I wish my dad gave me $600 a month. My dad died when I was 13. I wish I could get $600 a month, but I don't get it. I ain't complaining. Shit. I guess when 50 Cent's son, you can ask him more shit, right? I'm not 50 Cent's son.
$6,700 is plenty. But Marquise didn't exactly say it wasn't enough money. It just wasn't enough for the lifestyle he expected to have.
Raise a celebrity A-list child.
I paid $350,000.
Your child is not me.
Brother.
Your child
The
is
nigga
not
said he
me.
paid $350,000. Yo, what's up with child support? They robbing niggas. Damn.
Your
What
child
you got kids with? God damn. 300,000? 1.3 million?
50 Cent.
No, that was some other nigga on live. 300,000 is crazy. Like, bro, what kid need $300,000, bro? God damn. Damn. That's crazy.
Jet before. Your child don't get fly like me.
Marquise thinks
Nigga
that
say your
since
child
he
don't
is
get
the
fly
son
like
of
me.
a rap superstar, that he deserves a certain lifestyle. He says he has been in 13-bedroom mansions, flown private jets, traveled around the world. Why should he have to go back to living an average lifestyle? Most people are calling him spoiled,
I'm saying, don't he
entitled,
have, like,
but
he got a
Marquise
job,
denies
or,
that.
like,
So when he paints this entitlement shit out in the public, he's entitled. Bro, I could have went to school and flunked out 5-10 years, and I didn't. Because I'm not entitled and I do not care about no bread, bro.
oh, so basically all he wants is a dad. Basically what he's saying, he just wants his dad. So Marquise, you want your dad. I feel you, bro. I feel you. You want your dad, but your mom ruined it. Basically. You want your dad and your mom ruined it. Basically. And then since you didn't have a dad, you did certain things that made your dad not like you personally. Then they created a beef between you two. But overall, the main issue was your mom. And then it became to you doing certain things which he didn't like. And now between but all three of y'all got beef now. You feel what I'm trying to say? But if you had a dad, you probably would have been like that. So I feel you. I feel you, King. I feel you.
And if I really care about some bread,
And sometimes 50 Cent do be wild. 50 Cent is a wild, over the top kind of guy. He does say very outlandish things sometimes. I don't agree with everything he does. And I agree with some things he does. But who am I to say? I'm just BJ.
kissing his ass.
Based on Marquise feeling like he needs to live a certain lifestyle, being the son of an A-list celebrity is literally the definition of entitlement, which is believing oneself to be inherently deserving of privileges.
Now
or
you're
special
right though,
treatment.
because like you're right. Okay, you're right. He is entitled then to a certain extent then, because if he's saying that my dad 50 Cent and I'm supposed to be living the life of an A-list celebrity son because my dad 50 Cent is basically saying that you're entitled to live a certain life. Your dad 50 Cent. That's basically what he's saying. So he's saying that $6,700 not enough because he needs to be wearing a Mary's. He needs to have 35 chains. He needs to have a Rollie and a Richard Mille, Cartiers, and a Louis hat every time we go outside because he's 50 Cent's son. That's basically what he's saying. So he's entitled. Copy.
Entitlement creates resentment. If Marquise asked for a pair of Jordans on Monday, his mother would make sure they were on his feet by Tuesday. It still didn't make him happy. Instead of being excited to rock his new pair of Jordans, all Marquise could think about was all of the retro Jordans he didn't have. All the different flyaways and colors that weren't in his closet. When he should have felt gratification, all he really felt was disappointment.
50 wanted his son to work for his own money,
I'm
not just
grateful.
live off of his father.
My issue with Marquise wasn't that he wanted all those sneakers.
He want me to get
When I
him.
was a kid, I wanted sneakers too.
He just wanted me to get him.
The difference is that I was willing, make that determined, to do the work necessary to obtain them.
I'm not. I think a lot of people have this issue with their kids when they're rich, because I saw a post where the guy was like, he was like, it didn't feel good to work for anything because I knew I'll always get whatever I worked for because I'm just who I am. And because he was like, I'm privileged. My dad was this, so I knew whatever I apply for, I'll get because my last name is this, and I knew whatever comes with this, I'm gonna get it. And the comments were like, it's good to always teach your child the struggle, or teach your child to be appreciative and grateful, or show them some sort of struggle in life so they can appreciate having what they have. So I could feel them if I'm a father and I had to go through so much stuff to get what I get, and my son comes and like he's just so entitled and so he's so ungrateful. I'll feel the same way because you have to understand how I got this. Not that it's here. You have to appreciate how I got it. Appreciate that it's here because it could not have been this way if I wasn't who I was. So no matter what, of course you're blessed. Of course, amazing. Proud of you. Thankful that you did this for me. But no matter what, you still have to understand like, yo, bro, somebody else still got this. So I should be happy that I got it. Not like, oh, I don't got everything. My dad is this. I don't got this. I got that. If you wanted every retro Jordan, you could dead ass. I'm Marquise Jack. I could have that be in a movie. I could start my own TV show. I'm 50 Cent. So I do whatever I want. But instead, you want your dad to buy your Jordans. Which I get, but which I don't get because people want the kids to learn to appreciate what they got and to work, get their own stuff. Because when I pass away, you have to run some sort of business. You have to do something. Figure something out for your family. So I'm trying to say, so you can't raise kids to be and like give, because they never learn the art of getting themselves. They always receive. They never see receiving and getting different things. Like receiving something is like I gave it to you. Getting is like getting yourself. So if you always give somebody something, if somebody always receives something, they'll never get it. You know what I'm trying to say? If someone always receives something, they will never get it. If you always give your child like stuff, like just give them stuff for no reason, they will never be like, oh, I have to get it myself because I know my mom is gonna give it to me. You know what I'm trying to say? So teach your children how to get, but also let them receive. Balance. I'm a Libra, 50-50. So we do it.
I wouldn't for a second want Marquise to have to resort to the type of work I put in to get my kicks. At the time, I perceived selling drugs as the only viable option in my environment. So I pursued it. Marquise has so many more options in front of him than I ever had.
Facts.
I just needed to see him pick one and put in the work.
Facts.
The saddest part about this back and forth is that it seems to have done damage beyond repair for the two.
Fifth, you love yourself?
I used to. You ask yourself how long, a complicated question would say, how long can you love something that don't love you back?
You can hear the pain and disappointment in 50's voice. Although Marquise is going viral for being ungrateful, it seems like what he truly wishes is to have a relationship with his father.
Facts.
Marquise wanted his dad to be there for him emotionally. He claims he doesn't care about the money. It doesn't make up for the missed birthdays, not going to graduation, never visiting. Of course, 50 is super famous and extremely busy, but you can understand why the boy would feel the way he does.
That's a fact.
He just
like that's
runs
why I get him. Like I get that he wants his dad to be there emotionally. I get that, but he also is entitled. But it's like if you're not there emotionally, then what else are you gonna give you money, right? So it's up in the air. It's up in the air.
when he starts talking about money. Parents show love in different ways. Some fathers provide more financial support than emotional support.
Facts.
Some people think that mothers are supposed to be the emotional support for the child.
Not a fact.
All parents raise their kids differently.
Facts.
There's not one right way to do it.
Facts.
The most toxic part about this whole situation is that instead of talking to each
on
other,
internet.
they air out their differences on Instagram Live,
Facts.
radio interviews, and through TMZ.
Facts.
50 is known for being petty, trolling, sarcasm. Marquise is the same way. They are making light of serious situations for the
Nah,
public to have
50
a laugh.
Cent is an OD troll. Like, he's a grown troll. Like, he's a grumpy old troll under the bridge. Like, that's that nigga.
Or for some Instagram likes. One thing we know for sure is that the only way this will ever get solved is if 50 and Marquise finally decide to sit down and talk everything out
Facts.
privately, off of social media.
Facts. Facts. That was a good video.
Israel.
I felt them. Man, talk to your kids, man. Spend some time with your kids. You know, even if you are a busy dad, at least give your kid one day out the week so they can feel how it feels to have a dad around them. You feel me? If that's possible for you. Or call them every day. You just call your kid every day. How you doing? Just call him to say hi. Call him a couple times a week. Just let me know how you feeling. How's school? How's life? What's going on over there? Yeah, I'm going to see you in a couple weeks. I'm over here doing this over here. But just call him. Check up on him. Send him a postcard. Send him a note. Send him a letter. You know, not everything is money, because money don't heal all wounds, bro. You feel me? Like, time heal wounds. Love heal wounds. Money don't heal all wounds, bro. Money can't heal a broken heart, bro. It can't. It's impossible. But of course, you will go to that to make you feel better. You know what I'm trying to say? But if your heart broken, money can't heal it. You got to deal with that broken heart first, and then the money can help. But money ain't gonna fix it. If your heart broken because your dad died, you ain't gonna be happy because you got the money. You got to deal with that heartbreak first. Then you'll be happy when you got the money. You know what I'm trying to say? I say that to say this. Money's important, but love is also important. So you have to learn how to mesh both of them in order to live a happy life. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't make one more than the other. Because you can't see. Because no matter what, we live in a world where money's important, but also love is important. So you also have to learn how to acquire how to get money and how to have love and get money at the same time. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not good to just have money and be hateful, but it's not good to have love and be broke. Balance. How's your boy? I'm out the spot.